What is up, everyone? This is Murray NJ08 with my latest episode of my iOS app reviews. This is a big one, maybe one of the hugest. One of my favorites that I've recently come across. I am a huge Minecraft fan. I actually have my own series, Let's Play Minecraft, on my channel here. We play on the Xbox One. I play on the PC. And I said to myself, you know something, it's crazy. I'm so into it now. Why not have something on the go? I know they have the Vita version now, but I just recently, this past Christmas, just got the new iPad Air 2, and I want to get some new apps for it. I said, wow, Minecraft Touch on the iPad Air. I could take it wherever I go. Now I can play Minecraft constantly when I'm not home. I'm not in front of my Xbox One. I'm not in the living room. And I could maybe do some creations, you know, set up a second world, maybe do some experiments in here, and then I could translate it over to my series on the Xbox One. And I've actually been really putting a lot of time into this, more than I thought. First note, it's an excellent version of Minecraft. It's a lot smaller, of course, the Pocket Edition. They're calling this the Pocket Edition. However, it's very, very good. It works, but it did take me time. I'll actually give you a tour of some of my houses here. I just built this the other day. I'm doing this one-handed. It took me time to get used to it. Now, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I could say that pretty much about any single game on a touch device, especially when you're coming from the PC or a console system and you're used to the game, and then you move over to an iPad. I could say that for tons of games: Limbo, BioShock, Call of Duty, whatever. You know, this is a whole different world, and it is different. You know, you have to get used to different things. Clicking a mouse and clicking the mouse button is different than actually holding down your finger and touching, and it's quite sensitive. It took me quite a while to get used to it, but I noticed what I did was I went right into it. I started building. I started getting my imaginary, ideas going and my visions and implementing them just like I do on my actual Minecraft series on the Xbox. And as you can see here, I've been putting a lot of time into this, and I noticed that the more and more you do that, you will get used to the touch controls. And I did come across a couple little nitpicking things that maybe it's just me, maybe it'll be fixed in a patch, but I have taken and spent many hours in Minecraft, and I know pretty much how the game works now. And the touch version, is of course different. One example is that it is sensitive. You do have to watch where you click, and if you have a certain tool or item, you have to be careful how long you touch the screen, because certain things will happen by mistake. I mean, so many times I go like this, not even realizing it, and it's cool is because you get a little bit of a circle here with white in the middle, and then when it goes all the way to the outer edge, you're finished. But also, if you hold it and you let go, look, it starts back from the beginning again. It never progresses. You have to actually hold it and hold your finger down. Tiny little things that you will get used to in time. Very similar to the PC and Xbox version, you do have your crafting materials, your chests, your crafting table, your inventory. It's pretty self-explanatory if you know Minecraft. It's not too bad. And once you actually do get used to the touch controls, it actually becomes really nice. You're not always having to have a mouse or a controller. You could go like this willy-nilly with your finger, and you could really start getting involved. And once you get the hang of touch controls, and you figure out what you can and can't do, it does become second nature. I notice now I'm starting to really build things without thinking about it. Before I used to think about, touch controls. Now I'm really not anymore. I'm just building it like I would on the PC or the Xbox One. So, it does take a little bit of time. There's a beacon that I made. Now, this is a great example of my next little thing here that I want to talk about. This beacon, I make beacons in all my buildings, okay? It's the best thing to do. Even if I find like a really good mine, and then what I do is on the very top, I make a torch. Of course, now they've gotten crazy. They actually have beacons that you can build and all this. This is the old-fashioned way, right? Now, on the touch controls here, it's a little bit tricky. Now, I like to build scaffolds when I'm building something, especially when I'm building a beacon, because I like to have two so I can have something to come down to, because you will die if you jump. So I like to have a second beacon next to it as I'm building, or if I'm building working on a construction of a house. Like, eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change all this dirt into stone, just like I did on my Xbox One series. But that takes time, and I like to build and build and build on it. One of the things that I like to do is I like to throw down a piece of dirt, okay? And I like to jump on it. And then what I like to do is, it's going to be very hard to do it one-handed, but you get the idea. What I do is I look straight down and I jump. And as I jump, I hit the next dirt button. And I build myself up, and I go up, 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 up. On this, it works every so often. It doesn't always work. You have to be in a specific spot, and you have to do it very, very fast, as you can see here. A little nitpick, I think that has to do with the controls, but it's not really a big deal. I've done it before. It just takes a lot longer. The amount of time that it would take this beacon, say on the Xbox One or on a PC, would take me maybe about 2 minutes. On here, it could take up to like 20 minutes. You know, the touch you have to understand, and like I said, it's not just Minecraft. It's anything that's touch enabled on a touch device. It is quite different, and it does take time to get used to. And sometimes touch controls don't work like they would by clicking a mouse or a controller. It's just, you know, the nature of the beast. It's just the way it is. But it's not a deal breaker. It's not bad. I want to actually show you something here that I've been building. I started a new place here, if I could find it. Actually building a cabin. I've never built one of these before. I actually built it from scratch. This is pretty neat. It's all nice lit. I made a nice porch here with real stairs. I'm going to have a garden. I'm going to have a animal pen. It's all got all nice glass in here. I'm going to start putting in paintings. I got my chests going, my double chest, my stove, my crafting box here. You can see all the stuff that you can build here. These are all the stuff that I've been going crazy mining. I actually found a really, really, really sick mine on an island here, away from the shore here, over here, and I actually got a beacon. Really nice mine. It's a huge cavern. It's got tons of resources, diamond ore, coal, you name it. As you can see the side of my cabin here, it's really nice. And I actually started off small, and then I rebuilt it and I made it bigger. So that is Minecraft Pocket Edition on the iPad Air 2. Works really good. I've not tried it on a mobile on a phone yet, but I am using it on the iPad, and I'm really getting used to it, and I do like it. And just the fact that, even dealing with the minor touch controls, just the fact that you could have Minecraft, you know, on the go with you wherever you go with your tablet. The iPad Air 2 is such a thin, light tablet. It's awesome to carry this around with you, especially with an iPhone. And to have this at the palm of your hands wherever you're at, really awesome. Really enjoy it. Minecraft Pocket Edition, you definitely want to buy it. It's really well priced. Worth every penny for the amount of hours that you're going to spend on this. Looking for future updates, seeing what they add to the Pocket Edition. It's come a long way, I heard, since it first started. I'm glad. I'm enjoying it. Take care, everybody, and thank you for joining me during this review.